Hello, lovely souls, and welcome to Inspired Energy Exchange. Right now, we are going to be working with When Women Had Wings Tarot deck. I am not as fluent on tarot, and I don't know things by memory as well as I'd like to, but I'm learning. However, this deck has a beautifully thick card with all the descriptions of each. I'm sorry, the book. It has a thick book with all the descriptions of each card in them. So, you will definitely get some information. A very talented light worker, light bringer, tarotist. She suggested this particular deck, When Women Had Wings, as a good deck to start with. So let's get some information and energy from Spirit today. Queen of Cups, we're going to start with her. Oh, okay. And then the Tower. Let's see if I can get this a little better. There we go. One more. I hear one more. Oh, two more, I think. Four of Wands. And the Magician. This is beautiful. I like this energy already. Let's start here with the Queen of Cups. Let's get a closer look at this card. The artwork on these cards are gorgeous. And it's got this beautiful pink magenta edge to them. Okay, Queen of Cups. Again, thank you all for being here with us at Inspired Energy Exchange. If you'd like to share what state you're watching from, that would be awesome. But please, nothing too specific for safety purposes. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Wisdom in matters of the heart. Compassion. Emotional stability. Nurturing mother energy. A supporter of others through compassionate listening and deep empathy. An encourager of dreams and talents. Generous care. A trusted voice, whether within or without. Can indicate a highly powerful and intuitive woman who is especially adept at using her skills in service of others because she has fully embodied them for herself. Okay, wow, Spirit, thank you. Hello, thank you. So I'm saying that because earlier in my meditations, I not doubt myself. Okay, maybe I doubt myself a little bit, but I do wonder if this is something that I continue doing. And I believe that this Queen of Cups is not just for you, but is also answering, Spirit is answering to me that yes, keep going. It's time. Just don't question yourself. You're a Queen of Cup. It's time to go ahead and keep doing this. It also reminded me of my grandmother. Wisdom in matters of the heart and compassion. That's who she just reminds me of that. This is pretty much saying to the individual who's receiving it, to any of you who are out there receiving this, that if you are that individual, that nurturing mother energy, this sounds like a sign of a Cancer, zodiac sign Cancer. Again, my grandmother, she was a Cancer, very nurturing. There's a lot of different signs out there that are nurturing, but Cancers tend to be a little bit more nurturing than others. A supporter of others through compassionate listening and deep empathy. There we go. Some of you are therapists. Some of you are thinking about being therapists. Some of you are counselors. Some of you are thinking about going back to school, and maybe you're wondering if you should be more on the counselor side, a therapist side, psychiatrist, psychology. Maybe you yourself are a channeler of spirit messages, and that is what you are doing. An encourager of dreams and talents. That is what we want to do here at Inspired Energy Exchange. We want to encourage We want to encourage you to follow your dreams. If you have a talent, if you have a gift, maybe you do are able to receive messages from spirit. Maybe you get these guidances and you don't know where from, whether it's from your dreams or whether it's just random thoughts in your mind. You get guidances to do things or go somewhere or even speak a word to somebody of kindness. Maybe that's who you are. Maybe this is what this card is letting you know. This is a confirmation that continue to move forward on this particular journey in this particular way if this is who you are. It's a yes. Thank you and continue on. But can indicate a highly powerful and intuitive woman who is especially adept at using her skills in service of others because she has fully embodied them for herself. I truly believe that this is speaking specifically to someone who's watching right now, whether you find this video today or a year from now or whenever it is that you find this video. I think specifically that this is speaking to you is that go ahead and follow those dreams. It's time to pursue those dreams. You know, you've been thinking about it. You've been waiting for it. You probably have what do you this your hard drive is full of videos that you've already put out there, things that you wanted to create. Maybe you've painted, maybe you've created music, maybe you've done crafting of some type, you're baking, maybe you have a gift that you wanted to put out there in the world but you were just afraid to do it. This is your this is spirit's way saying, hey, just do it. Just do it, sweetie. It's on you, it's you. It's for you. You're the one. It's about you. Do it. We're now gonna get to the tower. The tower is always so interesting to me. It can mean so many different things depending on the situation, based on what I understand from other tarotists. So let me look up where this in the tower is here in the book. Tower. This has appeared before recently, so let's see what this is going to say to us. The tower. Let's see here if I can squeeze that in. The tower. Okay. Major change, trauma, collapse, destruction, breakdown, revolution, and breakthrough. Ooh. Change that can be negative or positive. If you're being stifled or oppressed, this change brings an end to the cycle and revolution. Freedom. Wait, let's restart that. If you've been stifled or oppressed, this change brings an end to the cycle and revolution. Freedom. If you've been living at the expense of others or have been an oppressor, this can indicate the end of that rule. Oh my. Often indicates unheeded warnings which have brought about the need to crumble the old order to bring about the new. In other words, this is the spiritual 2x4 we need because we haven't listened to Spirit's whispers, nudges, or urgings. Triumph over enslavement, self enslavement, such as addiction, obsession, or living with abuse. Oh my. This is, again, the tower. It's so powerful of a card. It can say so many different things. So if you're the one who's being oppressed, honey, it's about to be over with. It's done. It's the tower's falling. If you look at this card, it just is coming down. That oppression that you've been feeling, that all that stifledness, and it's coming down. It's coming down for you. You're about to come out of that tower. Just walk out and keep on moving. However, those of you individuals who may be the abuser or the person who may be abusing you or who may be stifling you or who may be tearing you down with their words or their actions, maybe someone is making you feel less than, that individual is about to be silenced and quieted, or they're going to just leave your presence and leave you alone. But then also, I love this part here. Often indicates unheeded warnings, which we have brought about the need to crumble the old order to bring about the new. In other words, this is a spiritual 2x4 we need because we haven't listened to Spirit's whispers, nudges, or urgings. And then triumph over your self-enslavement. Maybe you're overcoming your addiction, your obsessions, and maybe you're escaping your abuser. God bless you. Your tower, the tower that's enslaved you, like some like maybe that's a Rapunzel. It could be representing Rapunzel's tower where, like in those shows or those movies where they throw you in the dungeon or they throw you in the tower. It's like a prison or jail of some type. Your tower, that prison, that jail, that oppression is crumbling. It's being struck down by the light of this moon too back here, which is beautiful. It's like, let's make sure that you see that this tower is coming down. Not only is it being burnt, it's crumbling as well. That foundation that it's standing on is no longer going to be standing because it's coming down. And you're going to have the freedom that you deserve. The next here, we have Four of Wands. Beautiful. That castle there in the background. I love that. It's beautiful. I love medieval types of things. I think I lived in the past as in the medieval. Oh, well, I think we all probably did, but definitely think that was a part of my, let's see, Four of Wands. One of my favorite lifetimes. Four of Wands. Four of Wands. Okay. Celebration after hard work, a prize or award, romance, and friendship. A gathering of community to support your efforts and successes. Harmonious and happy home environment, a joyful homecoming, stability and solid foundations, the tide turning in one's favor, achievement after an arduous task, a period of happiness and balance, gratitude and a sense of well being. You are not only coming out of your tower, my dear, but you're about to celebrate. You're about to celebrate all of that hard work. You're about to celebrate how you survived and walked through that tower period in your life, that season that was arduous, that was taking you and trying to wrap you up and break you. But no, Four of Wands is letting you know, hey, celebrating after hard work, a prize or award. Maybe you're going to get a new friendship that's going to turn into romance. Maybe there's a gathering of community and support. Maybe you have people around you that's supporting you. Maybe you have people who, I don't know why I see a cancer patient who is surrounded by their loved ones right now, people in their community. Um, Maybe there's someone that is walking through something and maybe you want to actually do something for them, and you gather the community around the people that you know, the people that they know that love them and care for them, and you gather them and you go and just visit them or take them out or do something to make them know that you love them, because they already know that you love them, but you do something on a little bit of a bigger scale. It's also saying harmonious and happy home environment, a joyful homecoming, stability and solid foundations, a tide turning in one's favor. Maybe someone is getting a new home. Maybe someone is moving out of a situation. I know with the tower, they were talking about abuse. So maybe you are, again, successfully finding freedom from your abuser. You're escaping, you're leaving, and you're going off into your own stability and solid foundations. The tide is turning in your favor, sweetness. Just know that whatever you've been walking through, life is providing you with gratitude and a sense of well being. Life is showing you that you have these blessings that have been waiting just for you because you've walked through them, you've worked hard for them, and you're reaping all of those beautiful things that you have sown. A period of happiness and balance is coming to you, love. And let's get to the Magician. One of my favorite cards, because I know that's powerful. I gotta look it up though. Again, I'm learning. So the more I do this, the more I learn, and that's my intention, is to do it so I learn. The magician, alchemy, sovereignty and freedom, rock star energy at the height of power, charisma, charm, and the power of influence, great communication and effective persuasion, talent, leadership, and showmanship, turning ideas into reality with illuminated star power, communicating ideas in ways that shift reality. Ooh, I like that. Mastery of knowledge and skill leads to inspired creation. Talents on display, maven of craftsmanship, having all the tools needed to create great influence, the embodiment of abracadabra, bringing the unseen into the scene with intention. The talents and abilities needed for a successful endeavor are at their peak. This is so, I love the magician, and I love this explanation of the magician because it covers such a variety and diversity of types of individuals and experiences. I mean, alchemy, sovereignty, and freedom, rockstar energy at the height of your power, charisma and charm, the power to influence. The what's the one I read though? Talents on display, having all the tools needed to create great influence. During my meditation earlier, that was the first thing that Spirit said to me. Well, no, I'm sorry, the last thing that Spirit said before I ended my meditation is I have all the tools that I need to do what it is that I truly desire. And that just reminds me that, yeah, if I continue to focus and manifest, focus my attention on what it is I desire, putting my intention onto the things and my own self confidence, believing that I can do it, believing that I have this talent, knowing I have the talent. I have the talent, but knowing that I have the talent and taking and using that gift and all of the support that I have. Some of you are walking into your own magician. You are walking into your own showmanship, talent, leadership, and showmanship, turning ideas into reality with illuminated star power. That is like you're tapping into your ancestry of spirit. You are a spiritual child. You are the creation of spirit. You're tapping into that, turning your ideas into reality with illuminated star power. And any idea that you've been given that pops into your head, you're like, you know what, this is what I'm going to take this and I'm going to run with it and I'm going to make something of this. I'm going to turn this idea into reality. I had mentioned in another video that I was in a dream. There was two lines of a song came to me, and I took those two lines and created a song. And I love it. I mean, I love the song. It's a part of who I am, and I'm grateful that I had that. So it was like the magician part of me came out. It's like, "Ah, I'm gonna make something of this." Having all the tools you need, the embodiment of the abracadabra, bringing the unseen into the scene with intention. That's another. I love that, the embodiment of abracadabra, bringing the unseen into the scene with intention. That is so wonderful. Us as creators, we are magicians. We can put a thought out there into the world and then all of a sudden it materializes. Whether it's you in a new career, whether it's you having children, whether it is you buying a new car, moving, changing, going on vacation, whether it's you decide you want to do something really like skydiving, something obscure. You want to go and traverse the Chinese. I don't know why I was thinking the Great China Wall, the Great Wall of China. I don't know why I'm saying that. And then I'm also seeing the aurora borealis, the aurora borealis. Saying that a lot really fast. I'm seeing people going and just doing those things that you put your intention and your thought to something and then it happens. That's you being a magician. That is you being a creator. Oh, I love that. I love these cards. Okay, let's see. Having all the tools, turning ideas into reality, communicating ideas in ways that shift reality. That part right there. Communicating ideas in ways that shift reality. Some of you have the gift to be able to communicate with someone. And I'm not saying just counselors or therapists, but there are some of you who are counselors and therapists. But there are some of you out there who, when you sit down and talk to someone, they just love listening to you. And whatever it is that you're telling them, they literally feel your energy and they feel blessed by you. And whether you're giving them advice or whether you're just sharing an experience that they might be going through, whatever it is that you do in some way, when you communicate your ideas with people, it the energy shifts. There's something about you that creates blessings and peace and understanding and calm. Um, and you may be here watching this video right now and you need a confirmation from spirit that yes, that is who you are. You may have heard people say that about you, that like, I just love listening to you talk. I could listen to you talk all day. Or you have such wonderful ideas, or the way that you say things or present things is wonderful. Maybe that's your gift. Um, maybe that's spirit telling you to step out and be the magician. Maybe there are many of you listening that It's time for you to step out and do that thing that you have really wanted to do. And you've been too fearful or haven't, I don't have enough time to do it, or whatever it is that you might be telling yourself an excuse to keep from doing it. Maybe this is Spirit's way of saying it's time to step up there and do that particular thing that you wanted to do. What is it? In the last 50 years, life has changed so much since I was a kid, where we didn't even have computers, barely computers that we can actually work on. And now there are people using the internet to influence and to encourage, and they're creating their own careers. I mean, things have, in 50 something years, things have evolved wonderfully. And that's an amazing thought. So maybe it's your turn. Maybe it's your time to step out there and be the magician for yourself. Create that thing, that idea that's going to shift reality. Because you have all the tools. You have all the tools needed to create great influence. Well, that is our time for today. I do appreciate you all being here. Again, this was the When Women Had Wings tarot deck. Trying to put that on a little bit. See if I can. When Women Had Wings. Let me pull it up just a little. There we go. When Women Had Wings tarot deck. There we go. And we have Queen of Cups. Keep on going. You're supportive, you're caring, you're compassionate, you have something to give people. You're that person that can speak life into others, that can encourage others. You've walked through some hard times. You've walked through abuse. You've walked through heartache. You've walked through circumstances. You've walked through people mistreating you, but it's over because that tower, that mistreating, that season of hurt and pain is crumbling. So celebrate. Four of Wands here is saying celebrate. Reap the rewards that are coming to you. Celebrate because you deserve it. It's time for celebration with the Magician, because now you're about to step out into the world with your light, with your gifts, with your talent, and say, here I am. Let's do this. Your alchemy. Alchemize your life. Alchemize your gift. Share it with the world. Again, I thank you for being here. I just saw 2211. I thank you for being here with Inspired Energy Exchange. I pray that whatever it is that you find here or find throughout your day in this world, whether you catch it on TV, whether it's on video, in the internet, even in that cute little cat video or animal video, if it's something that brings you joy, yeah, hold on to that and then share that joy. I'm so grateful for you. I pray that you continue to come back and watch the videos and be inspired and share these videos. Let your friends know. Maybe they can be inspired. If it's something that reaches you, or maybe not, maybe it will reach your friend. Take care. Be blessed.